Good morning and welcome to Oregon. We are here on Highway 95 on our way to Nevada. I have to go out to Nevada for a work thing, so I'm just going to be cruising today, stopping at a few different things, seeing what we can see today. But we're here at the Oregon Welcome to Oregon sign, and right over there is Welcome to Idaho sign, and we'll be heading into Nevada. Like I said, seeing what we can see. Got a rental car. They upgraded me. It's a Grand Wagoneer. It's pretty nice. So thanks, Enterprise. So yeah, this is just going to be a chill video today. It's just me on the road. Alright, well, let's go explore. Alright, we've made it to Jordan Valley, not too far into Oregon. So blacksmith shop here. And Elo Riaga House Museum since 2002. It's not open. Today's Sunday, so of course anything we find here probably won't be open. May through October, Fridays and Saturdays. You can also request a tour. Brett's Cozy Kitchen, if you have no cell service, you can stop in there. Jordan Valley Museum. And then there's a historic site over here. We'll walk over there. Jordan Valley Rofantola, Toya, 1915, restored 1997. Here in Jordan Valley, small little town here. Making Jordan Valley home. Before the discovery of gold along the banks in 1863, this arid region was the exclusive domain of American Indians, a few hardy explorers, and Hudson's Bay Company fur trappers. Pelota Courts. Okay, so this is going to be some sort of like a handball court. Oh, okay, so it's a Basque game. We visited the Basque Museum in Boise. And there's a map for the Portugal and Spain, the Basque homeland. Got some bricks here on the ground. Looks like they got the Basque flag there with the Oregon and American. It is cold. It's like 46 degrees right now, I think. The wind is hitting. Yeah, okay, so no skates, skateboards, rollerblades, or bicycles. We got markers here, so yeah, this would be like a handball court. It's so big. And then there's something across the street over here. Let's see. Should be able to cross the road. Here's the post office over there. Some birds flying out of there. So I don't know what this is. There's no marker or plaque or anything. Just an old stone building here on the corner. And across the street, old abandoned service station. And I wonder, let's cross back over. Looks like this hotel is also closed. Sure is retro looking. Used to be a gift shop here. The Sahara Motel. Some old neon. Hardware, ranch hand hardware store. Alright, I think that's it for this little town. Let's keep heading south. I was walking back to the car and I missed this Jordan Valley Hotel, 1880 to 1912. Well, they were saying that these handball courts be next to the hotels. So there must have been an old hotel here also. Alright, next stop. We're out here in the middle of nowhere on gravel road out here, Danner Road. We're here at Jean-Baptiste Charbonnet gravesite. Jean-Baptiste Chardonnay, 1805, 1866. The site marks the final resting place of the youngest member of the Lewis and Clark expedition, born to Sacagawea in Toussaint Charbonnet at Fort Mandan, North Dakota, in 1805. So this is Sacagawea's son. So he was on his way to Montana, and he reached this spot here and succumbed to pneumonia. 1865. Under the wide and starry sky at Inskip Station. We have a flag here, you can raise the flag. Jean-Baptiste Charbonnet. There he is. Sacagawea's son burial site right here. We're about 20 minutes from Jordan Valley. Just to give you a reference, out here in Oregon. And down here, I'm gonna try. There's a bridge over here. It's called the old I.O.N highway. It looks like it's a road I can drive down. I'm not sure if it's private property or not. We'll go see if we can check it out. Alright, yeah, I just saw this bridge, so this is called Old I.O.N highway. Oh look, there's deer. I don't know if I can get them. I don't know if you can see them. They were just hopping. I'm not gonna drive across this. It says weight limit 8 tons, but I'm not sure where this road goes, and it's, you know, pretty narrow here. So, this is as far as we're going. Oh, it's shaking, just me walking on it. I heard it. Alright, next stop, I think we're going to be in Rome, Oregon. Check out this old general store here. That's cool. Jesse Anderson General Store. Obviously all shut down. That's cool. Alright, off to Rome. Some Owyhee River history here. Owyhee River originates in Nevada, courses through Idaho and flows into the Snake River in Oregon. Most of it is BLM land. And there's Winnemucca, there's 95, there's Rome, that's where we're headed. We are right there. We came from Jordan Valley, up from Treasure Valley up there. And there's the view. Got some snow on the mountains out there. We just came down from this windy section. So it looks like we're here at the other end of the I.O.N highway. We're headed to the Pillars of Rome. And here's another one-lane bridge that I'm not going to drive over. I'm not sure where this road here goes. It looks like it might go over here to private property. But look at this. This is the Owyhee River. Look at these formations. Again, narrow little road here on this bridge. It's beautiful. It's like 1906. So we drove through Rome. There's nothing there but like a gas station. And then we're gonna go over there. That is where the Pillars of Rome are. Let's go check that out. Alright, well, we've made it to the Pillars of Rome. Named as the a pier similar to Roman ruins there. And it is private property, so you can't really get any closer. I think this site looks pretty cool. Yeah, that looks like an old city or buildings there almost. Ancient ruins. This looks like a statue right there in the middle. Pretty neat though. It's out here in the middle of pretty much nowhere in Oregon. Yeah, those ones look really cool. I wonder if those are protected, like if you own that property, can you go climbing and exploring up there, or is that like protected land? I don't know, this looks like an old castle or something. Here's a different angle. That's where that bridge was, over there. Alright, well, let's see what we can find now. Looks like we're driving on a different planet almost. But it just looks like Nevada. Even though we're in Oregon. Snow over there. Mountains. Desert. High desert. That looks like Mars. Here on another section of the old I.O.N highway going up that way. I'm guessing at some point it meets up into a better gravel road onto those bridges. We got a little historical sign here. So it's getting blown out. It's not going. Anyways, Sarah Winnemucca, which is where we're headed, Winnemucca, Nevada. She played a major role in shaping development of the American West, and specifically what is known as I.O.N country. Okay, I.O.N, Idaho, Oregon, Nevada State Junction. She was an Indian activist and educator. Daughter of Chief Winnemucca of the Northern Paiute tribe and granddaughter of Chief Truckee. Here at this old service station, Borderline Treasures. Got a little bicycle hanging up there. Old gas station. It's for sale. Commercial and residential. stopped here because we have made it almost almost there. We are in McDermott. We've made it to the Nevada state line. Welcome to Nevada. Humboldt County line. Oregon sign there. Thanks for visiting Nevada. We have a rock shop here. Nevada. Says it's closed over there. Antiques. Look at all those skeletons and skulls there. Look at that. Some sort of like horse skeleton sculpture here with horseshoes. Alright, I think next stop is going to be Winnemucca. Head down there, see if there's anything. Alright, well, we've made it outside of Winnemucca here. This is their Veterans Memorial Park. Take a look. It's dedicated 2017. World War I, World War II. Women warriors. Different branches here. Japanese Type 38 75mm field gun, beginning in 1905 and was obsolete. And although obsolete, was active through the end of World War II. Used in World War I and World War II. The last time we were through Winnemucca, it was also on a Sunday. They have a museum here I really wanted to check out, but like I say, the last time we were here was on a Sunday and they weren't open, so I don't think they're going to be open again today. Here's a M5A1 Stewart light tank, 37mm main gun, and a 50 caliber anti-aircraft machine gun. F-86D Sabertail. Like birds have been nesting up here. 1953. Deployed with the U.S. Air Force in Germany. Maximum speed of 693 miles an hour. Huh. M60A3, M60 Patton, first generation main battle tank introduced December 1960, widely used by the United States and its Cold War allies. Remains in service throughout the world today, even though it was replaced by the M1 Abrams. It's a nice little park here. All this green grass in the middle of the desert. Alright, then we got a bell. UH-1H Huey. Welcome home. Built in 1967, decommissioned in 1969. Ooh, the pigeon just landed hard up there. This Huey logged 2,025 hours of operation in the 335th AHC Mustang platoon in South Vietnam, known as the Cowboys. Alright, well, I don't think we're gonna stop anywhere else in Winnemucca. We're just gonna keep heading. We're about to hit the Highway 80, hit Highway 80 and head west to where I need to go. Alright, I lied. We stopped one more place here in Winnemucca. We got this California Trail information historical sign here at Riverview Park. There's Highway 80 right there. And let's see. This is the Humboldt River here. When they got to this point along the California Trail, they've been traveling south on the south side of the Humboldt River. Tens of thousands of animals traveling with them. Available grass became more scarce every year. Not far from the signs of the location of the main ford of the Humboldt, where they crossed to the north side. Yeah, there we are in Winnemucca. I'm going to come all the way down here to Fernley. I think it's about another 2 hours. We'll check out the river here. It's not very big. I don't know why, I've always liked Nevada. I enjoyed it living out here. I lived in Fallon years back. There's just something about the desert out here. And then, you know, you find spots like this with the green grass. It's real nice. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Does anybody else like the desert? What would you pick? Would you pick desert, mountains, forest? So that's the cool thing about the desert is that, you know, you're out here in the high desert and you got mountains, you know, in the distance. Especially if you get the cool rock formations. And over here, under the bridge or under the highway, they got different murals. You probably can't see that though. Different native dancers and Hispanic dancers. There's some wildlife here. Anthony Ortega. Some big fish. Oh. Highway 80. I'm about to jump on there. Alright, we're here at Rye Patch State Recreation Area. Let's see. A little map here. There's a fee station, but this one you got a card reader, so you can pay your $10 for non-residents. I'm not sure for residents, but yeah, we're gonna go check this out. Humboldt River is a primary source of water for the Rye Patch Reservoir. I'm here at the Rye Patch Dam here. The water's pretty low, looks like. Nothing even in the dam here. Oh, it's a different color for sure. You should just hop the fence here. I don't know, there's an opening over there. Walk your way down there. I don't know if you could swim in this lake. They got tubes. There's people over there with tubes, so you might be able to swim in this lake. Whole lot of nothing. All the different colors in the hills here in the mountains. The river down there, super dried up. I came up the road a little bit to this day use area. Went further down, I didn't show any of it. They got a boat ramp and a whole bunch of picnic tables and stuff. I used the bathroom up there, and they had real plumbing, running water and flushing potties. I got some more information signs here. Leave no trace. Different type of fish, I guess, you can find here. And then a little bit of history. We have more picnic areas down there. Yeah, that water must have a lot of minerals or something in it. That is pretty, almost like aqua. It's real pretty though. Yeah, so they have some floaties down there. I don't know, two buoys, I guess, don't go past that point maybe. No wake. I don't know if I'd want to get in this water. It looks clear down there, closer to the beach. Oh, let's see if we can zoom. Yeah, like right there, it looks pretty clear. But just the color of it. And being here in Nevada makes you like nuclear waste or whatever. Makes you think. Alright, well we're almost to Fernley. I think like another hour and a half maybe. Alright, outside Lovelock, a couple miles that way. Saw this on the maps on the side of the highway here. I've always heard about these, never seen one in person. Always wanted to make stops, they're all over the place. These aviation navigation arrows. 70-foot concrete markers built in the 1920s to guide early airmail pilots across the US. It says they're spaced roughly 10 to 15 miles apart. I guess they also had light beacons for nighttime flying. They helped pioneer coast-to-coast commercial aviation. So yeah, back when planes were still new, before they had all the electronics and navigation, they just flew until they hit a marker. Yeah, keep going this way. You're going the right way. And every 10-15 miles, look down for a marker, see, make sure you're on course. I'm sure they're using a compass, you know, in conjunction with these. These are cool. I'll have to look up to see how many there are out here in the US. I'm sure they're all over the place. At least out here in the desert, you know, there's not very many landmarks and cities to keep your distance tracking. You gotta know where you're at. Out here in the desert, you get lost. Ooh, can you see that? Ooh, nice little dirt devil. Get it on my phone. There we go. Little dirt tornado. That's a nice size one. It's coming right for me. Alright, we are an hour and 4 minutes from Fernley. I think I'm gonna stop and get some gas though in Lovelock. And then I don't think Fernley has much, but we'll stop and obviously see what they got. We'll end the video in Fernley. Alright, well we've made it to Fernley. And they do have this here, Lincoln Highway. First continental highway in America. The Lincoln Highway was conceived and promoted by industrialists who were determined to act on the concept of creating one transcontinental highway from amongst the various fragmented paths and trails, city streets. 1913 to 1927. It's just right here, Lincoln Highway. Here at Main Street Art Park. I think they got some sculptures. This is new. Fernley has blown up since I've been here last. I used to come through Fernley pretty often back, I don't know, 2002 maybe. And there was nothing out here. And now they got all kinds of stuff. Like it's really grown. About I don't know, half an hour, 40 minutes maybe from Reno. Another half an hour east to Fallon. But yeah, there's a lot to do here now. Or not, I don't know about a lot to do here, but there's a lot of shopping here now. Whole bunch of new housing. This says this is the bottle cap gazebo. It says permanently closed, so there might have been something else here. Come on. Yeah, there was something. It looked like, maybe you can see that. It looked like that. Looks like now they've changed it up. We got a, almost looks like a sea turtle. Pretty far from the sea. So I don't know if maybe this is maybe a tortoise or something. This little pavilion. I wonder how much this is used. There's a little sign. So yeah, it used to be the bottle cap gazebo. Discarded bottle caps, reclaimed lumber. There was 75,000 bottle caps. Whew. It was built by 30 volunteers who worked for over 8 months to create the piece. But it is no longer here. We have that. It almost looks like go this way and you can see a picture of a woman. We got lighting at night, maybe. It's fun here. Whee! And it didn't. So this side of town still looks the same. Like it looks like there's really nothing down there, but the side going towards Highway 80 is booming. Lots of stuff happening over there. All these hand-painted rocks here. That's a nice one. There's a sign right here. Let's see what this says. I'm a painted rock snake. Help me grow. Please look at my rocks, but don't take them. Yeah, there's the head right there. Alright, we made it across the street. There was that art park we were just at. And this is called Polaris Plaza. It looks like maybe it's a little bit newer. Still working on some landscaping. And they got some more of those sculptures here. And this building, this is definitely new. Boys and Girls Club. That building was not here back in 2002. We're gonna go take a look at this though. Some new grass. It's gonna be nice. We'll get it all finished. This. I don't see any train tracks, but this definitely looks like an old train station. It's like old ticket windows there. Wood stove. I wonder if they're going to turn this into a museum, maybe. That would be neat. Another stove. I don't know if you can see any of that. Yeah, that'd be cool if they open this up. Limited access for appointments. Oh. old barbecue pit over here. Here's some tracks. No signs or anything to talk about the age of this. Playground. Looks like maybe they're putting in a bunch of work over there. Maybe a pool for the Boys and Girls Club. Train station, train car. Let's see if we can see anything else on the back side here. Looks like you can go up there on the thing. Loading dock. So you might be able to come and do a tour, or maybe rent it out. You can have like a dinner party here or something. These old cargo doors. That's a nice new playground. Nice new turf here. That's not real grass. It's artificial. This loading platform. Alright, well, I think I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to head to the hotel. I'll do another video of the hotel tour. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. It was a pretty fun trip. We saw some cool things. We'll see you next time.